guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Adventure SG. So today we are going to do a very interesting problem on area of triangle. Let's read the question first. The shaded figure is made up of a square and a right angle triangle. What is the total area of the shaded part? So basically we have to find the area of this shaded figure, and we can say it here, we can see it that it's made up of a square whose side is 6 cm, and this triangle is a right angle triangle, right? So in order to find its area we need to find its height, right? So see this, for this square, right, since we know that all the sides of a square are same, right, so that means all these sides should be how much? They should be all 6 cm, right? So we can say that okay, for this triangle, right, if we take this one as a base, right, so we already know the base, it's 6 cm. Then how about the height? So this is the height, right? This thing is the height of the triangle, and how much it will be. See this total thing is 16, and we know that this will be also 6, right? So this should be how much? This should be 16 minus 6, that will give us 10 cm, right? So the height of the triangle here is 10 cm, right? So with all this information, now we can find the area of the square and the triangle, right? So let's find it. So the area of the square is how much? It is length times length, right? So here the length is 6 cm times 6 cm, which will give us 36 cm square. So the area of this square is 36 cm square. Now for this one, right, we the area of the right angle triangle, right, so we need to write the statement how we found the height of the triangle, right? So the height of the triangle, height of the right angle triangle here is how much? It is 16 cm minus 6 cm, that will give us 10 cm, right? So now we know that the base of the triangle is 6 cm and the height is 10 cm, right? So using this we can easily find the area of the right angle, right? So the area of the right angle is, so area of any triangle is, what's the formula? So area of any triangle, so it's half times base times height, right? So let's say our base is 6 cm here, so the height will be 10 cm, right? So that will give us 30 cm square, right? That this will give us 30 cm square. So now we know the area of the square, which is 36 cm square, and we also know the area of the triangle, which is 30 cm square, right? So what will be the total shaded area? So the total area will be the addition of these two, right? We just need to add these two. So it will be 36 cm square plus 30 cm square, that will give us 66 cm square. Okay, so the area of this figure is 36 cm square. Okay, now this solves our part A. Okay, now we move on to part B. Okay, so here what we have is Gina wants to cut out the shaded figure using a rectangular piece of paper. So this is the shaded figure, right? So Gina wants to cut out this kind of shaded figure. You can see here, this is the small version of this, right? So this is the shaded figure she wants to cut out from this large rectangular piece, right? And its measurement is, okay, it's 116 on the breadth side and its length is 440 cm. So as we can see in the figure, right? So our question is, what is the maximum number of figures she can cut out? Okay, it should be she because it's Gina. Okay, she can cut out from the paper. Okay, so we have to basically find out what is the maximum number of such kind of figures that Gina can cut out from this rectangular piece of paper, right? Now if you see this figure, the shaded figure carefully, right, just see what I'm doing here. See, I am just completing this figure. Okay, I am drawing the same right angle triangle this side, and then again one more square. Okay, one more square, which is exactly same as this one. Okay, so what I am doing is I am basically replicating the whole shaded figure here. Whole shaded figure here is the same one, right? So with the same side, so this is also 6, this is 6, this has to be 6, but the total length here is to be 16. So this is 6 and this has to be 10, right? So this is the same figure. This figure and this figure is same. Okay, now what do you think? What will be the total length of this whole figure? What will be this total length? It is simple, right? This is 16, this length is 16, just add another 6 to it. So we'll get 22 cm for this one, right? We'll get 22 cm for this one, right? So the length of such figure, right? The length of this figure is 22 cm. Let's call it one set. Okay, let's call this full figure, right, which is made up of two such figures, right? Two shaded figures, right? We can shade it like this. Okay, right? So this is made up, this whole set is made up of two shaded figures, right? Its length is 22 cm and its breadth is same, exactly same. Nice. This is also 6 here, right? So in a way, you can, if I have to draw it here, right, I will just, what I just need to do is this and the square. So the length of this is 22. Okay, this is 22 and this is 6. This thing is 6, right? So so this, let's call this thing as the whole thing as one set. Okay, the whole thing as one set. Now how many such sets we can get from the length, this length? How many 22s, right? Basically we want to know how many 22 how many such sets of 22 lengths we can cut out, right? So let's find that. Okay, so we can write it. Okay, the number of such sets. Okay, when I say sets, it's the full thing. Such sets along the length, along this length, this I am saying length, this is the length of the rectangle, right? Along length will be how much? It will be 440 divided by 22, right? It is 440, this whole length divided by 22. We just need to find out how many 22s can fit into this one, and fortunately it's a whole number. Okay, and we'll get, I think, 20. Okay, so that means 20 such sets will keep repeating. Okay, and there is no space left because there is no remainder here. Okay, now let's find out how many sets can repeat along the breadth, right? We are going to do the same thing, right? The same thing again, the same thing, the whole figure is getting replicated, right? And then we have to find out how many such sets can go along the breadth, right? So let's find it out. So number of such sets now along what? Along breadth. So it's how much? How many will be there? See, obviously we have to divide 116 by 22. No, we have to divide 116 along this side. What is coming? This is coming. So we have to divide it by 6. This is 6, right? So divide it by 6 and you will get 19R2. That means the quotient is 19 and there is a remainder of 2. So basically like this you will be having 19 such sets along the width, and at the end there will be a space of 2 cm left. Okay, that can't be covered because the breadth we need here is 6, right? But we are left only with 2. We cannot fit anything, a new set here. So this all along the length, right? This is empty. this strip won't be used. Okay, anyway, so what do you think? Now along the length we know we will get 20 sets, along the width we will get 19 sets. So what is the total number of such sets we will get? So let's find out. So number of basically we can write total number of such sets, right? So yeah, so total number of such sets, okay, will be how much? It will be 20 along the length and 19 along the width. So the total number will be 380. Basically for this whole, from this whole rectangular paper, right, we'll get 380 such sets, okay, but we have to find out the number of figures, this shaded figure, okay, and we know that each set has two such figures, right, two such figures. So what do you think the total number of shaded figures, how many total number of shaded figures we'll get? So the total number of shaded figures that you will get is how much? How many? 380. Okay, it will be 380 times 2, right? So that will give us 760. Okay, that will give us 760. That means this rectangular, from this rectangular paper, right, we can cut out 760 such figures. Okay, so that's our answer for part B, right? So let's write our final answer quickly. Okay, so for part A, the total area is 66 cm square, and for part B, there are 760 such figures that Gina can cut out from the paper, right? So that's the solution of this question. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.